Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
What happened to the Darkspawn?
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember?
I remember being overwhelmed.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Neither am I. This is horrible.
Of that I have no doubt. Your friend has been inconsolable since Mother told him the news. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries
Yes,
severe?
but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
About Alistair's, he
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those
And you
were his
think they would
friends.
encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
Thank you, Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I will
go.
stay and make something to eat.
Okay, let's pause and debate for a moment. I know it's a 50-50. Logain either saved all of his men by not joining the thing, or he doomed the king to death, and he was doing it maliciously. And mostly because, from what I gathered, Kaelin was trying to bring the Orlesians into this, and Logain still has a grudge against the Orlesians. Even though that war's over, and Ferelden won, and this and that, blah blah blah. From what I saw, and honestly, him, as Morgan said, quitting the field, I would sort of understand. He didn't want to 50-50. He didn't want to sacrifice any more lives than there already had been, and he saw that we were losing. But I would understand more if he, at the beginning of the fight, told Kaelin, like, if he didn't go with Kaelin for this whole plan, sat there saying, okay, we got your back, then I would be more, what's the word? Sympathetic toward his cause. But because he went along with Kaelin with this plan, even though he didn't believe in it, that agitates me. And not only that, he waited until the beacon was lit before pulling out. Like, if you're gonna pull out, why wait until the beacon's lit to pull out? That is like adding salt to the wound to me. If you're gonna pull out, do it. If you're gonna leave the battlefield, do it. Don't wait until the beacon is lit saying we need help before doing it. That is why I hate Logain. It's not because, it's not just because he basically left everybody else to die on the battlefield. to be massacred, but also because he just his logic behind waiting for the beacon doesn't make sense to me. Like, as soon as he saw them losing, he should have sounded some sort of signal. And why didn't him and Kaylin come up with, if we're losing and you see it, signal us so we can get out of there? I mean, I know that would, defeat the purpose of the whole storyline, but still, like, the planning on their part fucking sucks. And I get it, if they had come up with that kind of plan, then the Grey Wardens, my Grey Warden, Alistair, this group of people wouldn't have come together to bring everybody together to take out the... Oh, what the fuck is it called? I can't even remember, but yeah, I get that. But at the same time, have some logic behind it. Like, maybe they could have changed the storyline a little bit and made Logain not the bad guy by twisting it so that Kaylin and whatever's left of his troops can pull out of there. And then Kaylin be like, well, we lost almost everybody, so you need to go around, have the Grey Wardens help us. And you're still going around collecting people for the Grey Wardens. I mean, there probably wouldn't be that much resistance, but you'd still have the quests without Logain and his bullshit going on, and I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. If Logain was going to pull out, he should have done it before the beacon was lit, saying that he was needed. I have abandonment issues. So, yeah. Alright. That was like 10 minutes of your lives that has been wasted by me. I'm not apologizing for it. You stuck around.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm fine, I
This doesn't
appreciate
seem
it.
real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Who cares what she is when
We
you
need
do
to bring
something?
Logain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Logain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
What could Terran hope
The
to
throne?
gain by betraying the king?
He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eman knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Perhaps we could go to him then.
I suppose. Al-Eman wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
And then we start with Alistair saying, of course, way too much. Surely there's other allies we could call on. Keep in mind that Logain is also...
The Jarl would never do what Tairn Logain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eman's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Surely
Of
there are
course!
other allies.
The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eman, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
I doubt it'll be as easy as that.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
No. I'd be happy with just
Come
staying
to
alive.
think of it, that would be nice.
Well, don't expect me to do everything. There is, however, one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't
Her
wish
magic
to
will
join
be
us,
useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
very well, we'll
Not
take her
to
with us.
look a gift horse in the mouth, but we'll add to our problems. Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to
understand.
get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I think we should just
Farewell,
get
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Okay.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. To rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
Let's get started.
A bit more dark, please.
I cannot be defeated.
Oh, you puppy. What am I gonna name him?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
If you like him, you can
Me?
have him.
I don't want a dog. I can barely take care of myself.
So many comments come to mind, I cannot even begin to choose.
At any rate, he must remember you helping him back at Ostagar. You're imprinted. Lucky you.
I suppose he might be handy. I named him Bob, but it came out Dog Bob because I forgot to delete the dog part. So, he's Dog Bob. Anyway, that speech that Logan gave, I worked hard to secure Ferelden's independence. That's what makes me think that when Kaelin said something about the Orlesians, kind of threw him over the edge.
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on. Ah, and if I don't believe you, how do we solve this predicament?
I kill you. Problem solved.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Enemies approaching.
Just this one that needs hit. You don't even need to
All right.
fight the other ones.
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Goodbye, you're a
Yes,
criminal.
I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chest we brought. I swear.
Follow my lead. I could
What,
use
you
some
joking,
soldiers.
right? I could never be a soldier.
Fine. Then
Bless
die.
you. The Darkspawn can have this
Run away.
place.
Run away. See, and with that, you don't even need to fight the other ones. Just that one guy.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet,
Yes,
Alistair.
I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try and use these treaties,
I agree.
I assume.
Have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Where are you leaving
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Then we need to...
I can give you directions, if you like.
No, thank you. Or with Loghain.
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
I don't need any more directions. No. My clan has already fled north. We don't.
There must be other Dalish in Ferelden. In fact, I'm sure of it. If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there. Then
Right,
you have
no
a
more
plan.
directions. No.
Fair
I'm
enough.
ready to get going.
Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, and with that, I'm gonna end this session. Because, why not? I got Morrigan, Alistair, and Dog Bob. So, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time on Dragon Age Origins. Oh yeah.